The first call came into the Everett Police Department at approximately 1825, well, that would be 6:25 this evening. Okay, someone there.
Everett Police.
Right.
Okay.
Someone there, well, a friend of Pete Peters, why can't I remember his name? Jerry, called the Seattle Flight Center. Okay, when he called the Seattle Flight Center, they had already seen, or they were seeing the object at the time. Seattle Flight Center at the same time was in touch with high brass in Washington, D.C.
They called Seattle Flight Center and they were in touch. Did they have the object under observation?
They did at the time. I don't know if they had it exactly at that time, but when the object was reported, a call was made to Seattle Flight Center. They claimed, Seattle Flight Center said that they saw it, or they were in the process of seeing it, and they were in touch with Washington, D.C.
Okay.
The object was seen as far as Alberta, Canada, was seen as far east as Spokane, and other cities across the state.
It was seen as far north?
Well, as far north as Alberta, Canada. It was seen as far east as Spokane. Okay, now, Jerry called Payne Field, and he was notified that Payne Field had the object under observation for 3 minutes.
Okay.
He then called the Whidbey Island Naval Station, talked to whoever he talked to there. They said they had the object under observation for approximately 5 minutes. A helicopter pilot also saw the object. He estimated the object at between 3,000 to 5,000 feet.
Is this the NAS?
I think so. The general description.
3 to 5,000?
Yeah, and there's a big problem there, okay?
This is visual
estimate. Visual estimate.
Okay.
Okay, now the object was described as being very bright orange, giving off sparks and flames, just like the other one last year.
Bright orange.
Okay, Jerry, just a minute.
Giving off sparks and flames.
Okay. Now, as I understand it, Whidbey Island tried to get the object on radar. Nothing showed.
No radar.
The object had a flat trajectory, traveling from west to east. According to witnesses, they followed the object intermittently through the cloud layer that was swirling around. And the last thing they saw was the object looked like it just exploded or broke into pieces. Okay.
Was there any audible sound?
No sound reported. Okay. Although hundreds and hundreds of witnesses on bases. Coast Guard also cited it, and that's all he said about that aspect of it. They said they don't know how many witnesses there are, except that they've been getting calls and people on the bases. There's a lot of witnesses on the bases.
This is coming into, you're speaking of calls into Snohomish County, Radio Central.
All over, through all the...
And you're headed from Canada down?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the preliminaries that he got in, 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
He's going to check further. He wanted to know if I should check this out, and I told him, indeed, try to check him out. And I told him something, and I believe this. It seems that these fireball-type sightings always are followed by a flap.
Yeah.
And I told him to watch it. You know, I think that may be indicative of a flap. I told him.
There's more to it than that, because this thing was seen for, like you say, for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, see, there's the problem. See, the estimate is for an object to be seen for 3 or 5 minutes, and the witnesses said it was traveling very slow.
Yeah.
It would have either had to be really high and extremely huge, or very low, or medium, 3 to 5,000 feet, and going slow. And it ain't no goddamn bull-eyed. So that's it. He's going to call me tomorrow night. There may be some witnesses down here at the Seattle Flight Center who may want to talk. And I'm going to go down and do some investigations on that. And he's going to do some more checking tonight. He'll either call me tomorrow, but when he comes here on Sunday, he may have most of the report all typed up. He's calling Heineck off on that.
Okay.
And that's it.
Very good.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Right.
Bye. Just right during the news, and I was looking, the couch faces the window, and I just glanced out the window because I noticed this bright, glowing object, like, it wasn't an airplane. I knew that because they have those mercury lights in them that are really bright lights, and I've been out with my cousin, and he's a lieutenant commander in the Navy. You know, seen his flight plans and training films and things, and I knew it was an airplane, and I looked at it, and I saw what appeared to be sparks sitting out of the back of it. So immediately, what I thought it was a plane in distress on low power, which would cause the lights to dim, and it was on fire. And I looked at it, and I started walking towards the window. I got up, and I went to go out on the lanai, and it was gone. I saw it glow. It looked like it was heading south it looked like it was heading south for about 2 seconds, and then it turned east immediately, and it accelerated. And a lot of sparks were coming out of the back immediately when it started heading east.
That's when it started to accelerate. You saw the sparks.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was for about 3.5 seconds.
And then that was it.
Then I opened the lanai door, and it was gone. Everything, the sky was clear, and then I saw about 5 minutes later, either a helicopter or an airplane begin to circle the area in which I saw it.
The plane did move into the area.
Yes, I think either a plane or some type of helicopter. It was kind of like north of Ballard.
I see.
It seemed like that's about the location where the plane was.
Okay, fine. We heard about a helicopter being out there, but we didn't know exactly where it was at. Okay, can we get one of our investigators to call you up later for a little more extensive information on this?
That'd be perfectly okay. The best time to call me would probably be around 8 or 9 in the evening, because I'm always home and I'm always awake.
Very good.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Did you want to say something else?
No, I was going to mention if you needed any references or anything, right?
Well, that would be necessary.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for calling.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry to bother you.
Not at all.
I just had a call that I thought you might want to log in up in Vancouver, off Vancouver. I just had a call from a guy on Vancouver Island.
Okay.
And they saw the same thing.
Beautiful.
They saw the same thing just off Vancouver Island. They thought it looked like a plane on fire. It was just very fiery and quite streaky. So we called in to report it, so I figured since I'd saved the call and, send the money and call you instead.
Beautiful. What's the man's name?
His name is...
Okay, beautiful. I've been, I called the Associated Press. They haven't had a thing on it. FBI hasn't had a thing on it, but I did get a call from a senior at Queen Anne High School who lives on right overlooking the water on Queen Anne Hill, and he saw the thing over the sound.
Oh, yeah, all right.
And it was maneuvering at the time, and then by the time he got to the window, the thing had turned east and just shot away like a bullet.
I'll be damned. Well, it looks like there's more than one then.
I think so. It appears that way.
I'll be damned.
And usually this sort of thing over the past, we've experienced that other areas that have had similar widespread sightings, which appear to be fireball-type activity, are usually followed up with extensive activity in the future.
I'll be damned. Okay, well listen, I'll talk to you later then.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Routes for the field team.
Yeah.
And I received a call at home while I was at work, and I thought I'd call back, and I called his home phone. There was no answer, so I called the line on the car because I guess he's got a hot sighting going someplace, and I thought he might need me.
Yeah, are you one of the parties that has a CB radio?
Yes.
Okay, well, we had an object go over the Pacific Northwest tonight about 6:25. We've been getting reports from as far north as Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta, and east to Spokane and south to the Dalles, Oregon. And apparently there's more than one object involved here. And I was just on the other line talking to a newsman, and he says that Citizens Band people are picking up quite a bit of information. And certainly something's going on over around Tacoma right now.
Yeah, well, we've got a CB set up here at home, and we've been monitoring off and on, but we've got 23 channels to scan, and we can't really pick out which one the action's on right now.
Right. Okay, I'll get back to you if I get anything important. Give me a call, too.
Oh, incidentally, I brought up to Jake the other day an idea of contacting some of the local radio stations like KJR, who did the big deal on the car statement.
Yes.
And possibly KOL, although they're not really that into it. But when I heard, I believe yesterday in the morning, an interview with you on KOL, and when I called KJR this morning for an appointment with Chet Rogers, they said you'd been in contact with them.
Yes, I have.
Oh, I see. Well, would there be any point in me going ahead and making contact with them then? Jake gave me a bunch of promo material to pass out. So I was just wondering if I should go ahead and make contact with them myself.
Well, they're pretty well up on it down there.
I see.
Yeah. I think you probably save yourself a little time.
Yeah. Time I got plenty of.
Oh.
Anyway, that's basically it. I didn't get a chance to talk to Jake. I've been trying to get set up on a schedule so we can all get together and meet.
Yes, I know he's talking about that.
Yeah, and I just got screwed up on my hours at work, so I'm not sure just when we'll all be able to get together and go at once. It looks like right now that after 8 o'clock on a weekday night, it'll be just about the only time we'll be able to get together, because I'm working kind of a split swing shift.
Okay, well, we'll get in touch with you. I'm a little bit confused here tonight, boy. I've been going from phone to phone. And
yeah. Well, if you do get a sighting, say in the South Seattle area, none of us have too much gas right now, but if you do get a good valid sighting in the South Seattle area, give us a ring, because we got, well, if nothing else, we can siphon gas from 2 cars to put into a third and get someplace.
Fine.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Houston County Sheriff's Department.
Good morning. This is Bob Gerbil of Phenomena Research in Seattle, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of information or recent information do you have on the so-called meteor impact area near McKinnon?
It was in Lewis County, down by Chehalis.
Oh, Lewis County.
Yeah, you want me to give you the phone number?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Do you have the approximate location of that?
Well, evidently it was somewhere near the county line, and all I had was we did have a complaint at, about, let's see, 8 o'clock last night, and it said in the Tono area, which is in our county, but it turned out to be south of that. So I don't really know. Evidently it was, you know where the steam plant is down there in Lewis County?
Yes.
Evidently it was 10 to 15 miles west of that. But that's just, you know, hearsay information. I really don't have anything definite.
Okay, thanks very much.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
City Radio, Don speaking.
News department, please.
This is the news department.
Okay, this is Bob Gribble of Phenomena Research in Seattle, Washington.
All right.
We would like to get a little information on that so-called fireball seen in your area last night.
Okay, I'll tell you what I know, but it ain't much.
Okay.
You want to ask me questions?
Well,
Phenomena Research?
right.
That sounds cool. Is it something like Believe It or Not, or?
Oh, no, we specifically investigate UFO reports.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really interesting. Okay, like I say, do you want to ask me questions, or you want me to tell you what I know, which is...
Well, tell me what you know first.
Okay, the Lewis County Sheriff's Department is probably the most local person that talks to me about it, and that's willing to say that they know anything. And they tell me that last night, McCord Air Force Base Air Approach called them and said that one of their planes had seen an impact in Lewis County, and that they saw a fire on the ground at that spot. They reported that they had seen it something like 7:35 p.m., and that it was on a line between McKenna and Cinnabar. Somewhere between those two, they said that it looked like it was about 3 miles north of Cinnabar and 13 miles south of McKenna.
Okay.
The Sheriff's Department says that makes it within a circle radius of something like 30-mile radius circle. I guess McCord sent a chopper to look around, but I guess clouds took over, so they just had to give up the search. And according to the sheriff, again, no search has been going on since that time, but the Sheriff's Department says they're going to send their chopper, the Sheriff's chopper, out at 10 o'clock to look around that spot, see if they can find any fire or anything.
Okay. Have you had any calls?
Okay. Personally, the only calls that I've had is from other radio stations asking, what do you know?
I see.
I haven't had a single person call and say, we saw something. And the Sheriff's Department just told me that they hadn't had a single person call, a civilian, and say, we saw this thing, what's going on?
Yes.
A plane crash or anything like that.
Okay.
As far as that goes, I heard a tape on another radio station. They played a man they said was an FAA official saying that people said that they'd seen it all the way up into Canada, and that, all around the state of Washington, people had seen a fireball.
Yes.
But like I say, I've got no calls here. Neither is the other radio station. They just told me the other radio station talking to them. They say they heard from no one other than other radio station.
Okay, we are in search of witnesses to this thing in your area. Is there any chance of getting any kind of a blurb on your news?
That you are? Yeah, I'd say so. I'm probably going to be in search of myself, because that'd be the only thing that I'd have, to tell people that somebody said they saw it.
Okay.
You haven't discovered any yet, have you?
Oh, yes.
You have?
We were flooded with calls last night.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, everywhere from 6:15 to about 7:45 reported sighting.
I guess the reason, or I would assume the reason, maybe you can, verify this, would be why, that not so many people called around here, is that because where it fell is just an extremely, nobody lives there. Miles of logging roads is all in there.
Yes.
Out in the hills.
Well, we had, like I say, many individual sightings here, and many of them at low-level altitudes around the Seattle area.
Yeah. Have you heard from anybody from Lewis County?
No, I called there, and I couldn't get any information at all.
By Lewis County, have you heard any citizens from Lewis County?
No.
Okay, Mr. Gribble. Well, hope you find something. Hope I do too. You might call back. Like I say, I will probably be. If they don't find anything, I'll probably be going down to the area myself, see if I can find anybody who says he saw it.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Okay, you are.
Right.
Fire was reported sighted from a number of scattered locations, including Pasco, Yakima, Spokane, Tomato, and Whidbey Islands. And unconfirmed reports as far north as Edmonton, Alberta. Two pilots stated the fireball broke up at approximately 7:50 p.m. Thursday evening, and moments later, several small fires were observed on the ground 13 miles south of McKenna, Washington. Another pilot stated there was a definite crater or hole caused by impact with fires around the perimeter. Lewis County Sheriff personnel intend trying to reach the site this a.m.
You know, I was laying on the Devonport, sort of half watching TV. It must have been around 8:30, somewhere like that. I didn't really pay too much attention to the time. I was just noticing that, gee, there's a shooting star. And I never see him. You know, my husband always sees all these, and I just have to glance up, but it was awful bright, but not real big.
Yes.
I did see it fall, and it was over in, I believe, kind of in the Cinnabar, or, well, from the angle I was looking at, it was southeast of where I'm 5 miles north of Onalaska, and it was, it wasn't really a heck of a big one, though, but it was bright as it is.
Okay, what direction was it traveling?
It came from the south and kind of at an angle, you know, kind of came northeast or something.
South to northeast?
I believe it was. It seemed like it was kind of at an angle it was coming. It didn't seem to be extremely, it seemed like it was almost straight up, really, from it. But it was at an angle of northeast.
I see, okay. Okay, well, we sure appreciate your calling.
Yeah, I never realized it until a guy from the county called me this morning. He's going to come out and check my drainage, and he said they're looking for a meteorite. And I said, I seen it fall, you know. And he said, you did? And I was listening to the news, and it said to call, you know, and let you know. So I really, it just was kind of a surprise. I mean, I never seen anything fall like that before.
Yes. Okay. And if you ever see anything again in the future, be sure to give us a call.
Yeah, I will do that.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
We were hunting last night, or yesterday, and we were at this place that's down at, it's concerning that meteor, whatever it was. And it's Sun Top. It's it's a mountain, really. It's down by Mount Rainier. And it was about, whatever time it went over. Yeah, Sun Top Lookout Ranger Station. And it's 5,000 feet up. And we were trying to start a fire, and we saw it coming from about, way up there, about, way up the mountain, wherever it was from. And we watched it all the way down until it broke up. And we were watching it through binoculars. And we watched it fall in the whole routine. So I was wondering, and we didn't think anything about it until we we came home, we shot this, later this afternoon, and they were talking about it all over the place. So we thought we could have called somebody up and see if we had anything that we could use.
Okay, now this is by the Suntop Lookout Station?
Yeah, it's right down by Mount Rainier. It's on 410 going up in the pass. It's on the Huckleberry Creek. You take the Huckleberry Creek exit.
Okay. Now, approximate time, do you have any idea of what?
Well, let's see, we're up at 5,000 feet. It just got dark out. I mean, before you could see the sun still kind of, and it just got dark out. So I would say it's probably about 8:30, whatever time it was. It's like
About 8:30.
Yeah, about 9 o'clock.
The reason I asked this is because there are several objects involved.
Yeah, we saw two of them. We just got a glimpse of the second one. But the one we saw was paralleling. They're coming kind of northeast from the mountain. We saw it first. It was at the northeast, and it kind of paralleled the mountain. And it looked like right over Chinook Pass in the Yakima area someplace. It just kind of crumpled up and went down.
Now, you say this was coming from the northeast?
Yeah, from the northeast a little bit. It was more from east.
It's kind of running parallel with the mountain range?
Yeah. And it was really strange because we just saw it. And we right away we were looking at it through binoculars. And I don't even know how far away from it we were, but from what we saw, it was flaming, whatever it was, and it had a tail on it. And I thought it was just a king-size skyrocket, but then it couldn't be that. So that's what it looked like. The tail was about, from where we were, about 100 yards long. It was pretty gigantic, and it looked like a plane chasing it. It was probably Air Force or somebody.
You say it looked like there was a plane chasing it?
Yeah, it looked, it was behind it about, 15 minutes or so, but whatever it was we saw was really good. It was really moving right along.
Yeah, and that was just the one or two?
That was the one.
One, okay.
And then we saw it got about parallel with it, which is about, I'd say down a little more, about 10 miles more south towards Mount Rainier. We saw it break up. And it went down, and it wasn't flaming anymore, so I think it was whatever it was all out of flame. If you know what I mean.
Right.
It broke up into about, we don't know how many pieces. It was really strange looking. Then we got a glimpse of another one. I think it was the one that everybody's talking about people by Mount Rainier over there.
But this first one was followed by aircraft.
It might have been. We saw, airplane lights were definitely following it.
Yeah.
And within a certain specific area, they were following it. Following it. I don't know, 15 minutes or so. They were tracking pretty close, and as soon as we saw it, there was, it's all kinds of airplanes all over the place. And so, that's all we saw, pretty much.
And then this was followed by another object that you saw?
The other object that we saw was coming in a completely different direction.
Okay.
And it was over by, we're between kind of like Enumclaw and Mount Rainier, up on Chinook Pass. We're kind of northeast of Mount Rainier. And obviously northeast from us. And we saw one kind of pass between us and Mount Rainier. We just saw a glimpse of it, and then we didn't see anymore. Look, there's another one that went down. We didn't see it.
And that was about...
within 10 minutes after the other one.
We'll say about 8:40 then.
Yeah, I don't know if those were the right times, but we thought, right together, they were real close.
Okay, and now on that first one, approximately how long were you watching it?
Oh, how long were we watching? 3 minutes about, I guess. It lasted a long time.
That long?
Yeah.
Okay, now how about that second one?
No, I don't know, about 10 seconds.
That's just a flash,
Yeah,
right?
just a flash. But the one that we saw was just, it wasn't going down, it wasn't going up, it was just paralleling the top of the mountain, the same elevation all the time, just going right through the crowd. And then I was watching through the binoculars laughing, and I just saw it, it just kind of got brighter a second, then it just kind of broke up and went down. And that's all we saw. After that, we saw, just past, that's all we saw. We didn't see anything like that.
Right. No sound?
No, we didn't hear any sound.
Could you hear that aircraft that was falling in?
No, we couldn't. That was being drowned out by an airplane that was going right over the top of us about that time, which I think was the Ranger who was checking us out.
Oh.
I could tell you the truth, but he was, the Ranger, whoever it was, was going over the top of us, was in a prop plane, and he was pretty loud.
Yeah, they can get pretty noisy.
So he was drowning out the rest of whatever we heard. And whoever was up there in that plane definitely saw it, because if they couldn't miss it, it was like somebody holding a mast up in the sky. It was really impressive.
Okay, is there any other information you can add to that?
No.
Talk to anyone else that saw it?
Well, me and my friend were there, but he has the same thing. We kind of worked this out before we talked to him.
Oh, we sure appreciate your calling.
Yeah, anything else that, you have any questions or anything, we'd be glad to answer.
Okay, well, if anything comes up, we'll be on the phone calling you.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you for calling.
Bye.
This is Bob Gribble of Phenomena Research.
Yeah.
I'm calling to get a little bit of information about your sighting last Thursday night.
Okay.
Could you give me the time on that? I believe I forgot to ask you about that.
Okay, the time was about 6 o'clock, I think. I was watching the news. I didn't look at the clock.
About 6 p.m.
Yeah, about that.
And I believe that you said that the color was orange.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really orange. It was, kind of like the fire you see in a fireplace.
I see.
It was kind of that kind of dull color.
Now, are you facing due west in your home, or through the window that you were seeing?
It's an apartment. I'm facing to the northwest. Pretty much either way, because it's a wraparound window. The window faces west, and then it faces north.
Have you, by any chance, heard from anyone else that has seen this thing?
No, none of my friends at school or no one else I know has seen it or saw it or anything. Just from what I heard over the radio.
Yes. Okay, thanks a lot, Gary.
Okay, have they ever found a site where it landed or anything, or it hit the earth?
No, I don't think they will either.
Yeah, they said that the theory was that by the time it hit the earth, it was about the size of the baseball.
No, well, could be.
Yeah, well, the thing that was weird about it is that it seemed to take a southerly direction, but then it accelerated towards the east. I mean, towards the east.
You're definite about that turn, then.
Yeah. It did. It turned. It turned, accelerated, and then it was gone.
We've seen how that in itself would eliminate the meteor theory. Because meteors just do not turn. They come in the atmosphere of anywhere from 40 to 140,000 miles an hour. And of course, depending upon their angle of descent, it depends on how fast they burn up, but they never change course.
Yeah. It took a right angle turn due east. It just like it was a jet fighter coming in for a straight, and then just like that same sloping pattern when it was coming in, and then it just took a right angle turn and headed east, just like that. And then during this acceleration, or what appeared to be an acceleration, there were intermittent sparks, or what appeared to be sparks coming out of the tail that were a trail about 3 times as long as the object.
And you're pretty sure that when you first saw it, that it was coming from due north.
It was coming due north, heading south.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.